Hey, and welcome to the All for the Culture show and YouTube and podcast. And we are live here today with a special guest. You watch his interviews, you listen to his music, and you just realize that he's someone who speaks his mind, who tells what he feels, and really doesn't hold his tongue for nobody. I like that. And today we got on the show Haroldlujah. Did I say that correctly?
Hey, Haroldlujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise me, man. How's it going?
All right, man. It's going good, man. How you doing today, man? You doing well?
I'm doing great, man.
That's
Thanks
good,
for
man.
asking.
So I like to start early from the young age with the artist. So tell me about you growing up as a young guy, as a young kid, how you grew up and where you grew up, what side of town.
Okay, I grew up on the north side of Houston. I grew up in Fifth Ward and I grew up in Acres Home.
Okay.
And a single parent household, so it was just me and my brother and my mom. You know what I'm saying? I grew up a little rough as far as I was spoiled. As far as whatever she could do, she'd do it. You know what I'm saying? With no hesitation, whatever my mom could do, she'd do it. But as for I didn't have everything that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of hard for a single parent to take care of two children, not needy, but you know what I'm saying? Had you know how it is with two boys. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Growing fast, and then you can only teach us everything you know, but you can't teach us how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You can only just tell us what you feel is the right way, So I grew up a little rough. I just was in the streets for forever. I started gang banging at 11 years old, and I was robbing. I sold weed. I sold crack. I did a lot of shit that I wasn't supposed to do, but it was, in my eyes, it was, just to survive and take care of myself and my family. So, But I'm from Fifth Ward and I grew up in Acres Home also, so.
Do you have kids?
I don't have any children, but.
Because I was gonna ask you, how, when you look back on what you saying you sold drugs and you did this and you did things you were not supposed to, right?
Right.
How do you feel as far as when you think back about doing things you not supposed to do, how does that make you feel? How do you feel about that?
I don't feel bad about it. And me saying not supposed to is I know there's not things that's legal.
Yeah, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't regret none of that. You know what I mean? I know a million people, in that order, who's doing stuff that don't belong, you know what I'm saying, on camera and on social media. You see what I'm saying? So I do a lot of shit that a lot of people don't agree of, and I know my associates do a lot of shit that people don't agree of, but they don't understand where we come from. They don't know our life or our struggle. They don't know our story. Mm-hmm. So this is things that we had to do. You know what I mean? Yep. Folks feel like, man, you ain't had to do this. But my skin is my sin. That's first thing. You know what I'm saying? But see me, I speak to inspire. You know what I'm saying? I'm built to destroy. So I can. I don't know, I could be very influential, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or I can be the worst person ever, you see what I'm saying? I could just not give a fuck, but that's just things that we had to do, man, you know what I'm saying? But I just know it wasn't a thing that was legally good to do, but shit, it is what it is because it builds you, you know what I'm saying? It helps you out.
Yep. Everyone becomes a product of their environment, I believe.
Everybody, and then shit, I'm actually, me, I'm a product of my name now. You see what I'm saying? Even then, I was a product of my name.
Yeah.
So, you got to live up to so much shit, Yeah. I always been, a one-man army, and I speak for myself. I always been vocal.
Yeah.
Vocal and blunt. And, I just always kept it real. Some people don't like it, but I can't be somebody else or what somebody else want me to be. You see what I'm saying? If I would, just you gotta understand, before I try to be what a fan or a hater wants me to be, I have to be what my mama wanted me to be. And I'm not what she wanted me to be, but she loved what I become. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah. I'm sure she's really happy. Say that phrase again. You said my skin is my sin. Is that what you said?
My skin is my sin.
Yeah, I like that. I never heard that. That's crazy. But that's very true. That's very true in life. Is sometimes your skin color can be your sin. That's very true.
Yeah, it's not really even sometimes. It's every African American.
Yeah, actually.
You know, even with the Latinos and the Hispanics or whatever, you know, the same thing now. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, as far as the African American, you know, generation and the culture, you know, with us, the race is our sin, you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we born to lose, you know, but built to win. You see what I'm saying? Us being African Americans, it's not, the system wasn't built for us. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say that, if, you know, people don't understand what I mean.
No, you're very true, very right. And but my other question to you is, I saw on Instagram, we'll jump to this since we're already in this kind of discussion about what we're talking about. You kind of talked about, I saw in your Instagram you mentioned Allah. So are you Muslim as well?
No comment.
Okay, because I was gonna say that's another thing that people might, you know. Right. So all right, so you mentioned that you joined the gang early on age.
Right.
Why do you think that why do you think you joined the gang, and why do you think kids join gangs?
These days, if we talking now, a lot of these guys do it for kids, whatever. They do it for protection. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like in my era, it was just like that was what was around, and that was where your family came from. Like, it was a lot of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? It was loyalty then. You know, real love. You know what I'm saying? Respect. You see what I'm saying? And you felt like what you didn't get at home. Like, a lot of people that I knew grew up without a father. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So the love that your father then showed you, you know what I mean? Your homie showed you. You see what I'm saying? And you felt like somebody, and not as, you know, big and bad, but you felt like, damn, this is where they love me at. My mama loved me, but that's a different type of love. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got your homies who you with every day, all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's really why I just felt the love, and as a kid, I don't know everything, and I'm young, still learning and growing. That's what I wanted to do. At least that's what I thought I wanted to do at that time. You see what I'm saying? So, okay. You know, and that's really just how it happened, man. Mm. You know?
So, growing up, who are you listening to? Who were the rappers that you were jamming?
DMX. I jammed DMX. I jammed Eminem. I liked a lot too, Wayne, the old Wayne, you know, the Carter 2 on down Wayne.
You didn't like Carter 3?
I mean, Carter 3 was good on a crossover side.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But what we used to, the Wayne that we always loved, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get it as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand now that I'm in the business too, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, you know, like I say, I like Nas growing up. I like Pac growing up. You see what I'm saying? Pac died when I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But I had always listened to Pac music, you know what I'm saying?
I listen to Pac music.
You know, so yeah, that as far as growing up as a kid, yeah, that was the type of shit I like. I even like Ice Cube, because I like what Ice Cube, the shit he used to talk about. He was vulgar as fuck, but he was dope. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's. Oh yeah, I like B.I.G. Okay. You know,
I'm not hearing the typical Houston answer. That's crazy.
Yeah, of course, because I don't even sound like I'm from Houston.
Yeah,
you know, my lingo might be Houston, Texas made, but my accent don't sound like I'm from Houston, and my music don't even sound like Houston. But everybody will say here, I motivated myself on the music side. You see what I'm saying? Like, when it came to Houston music, it's live. I love the old school Houston sound. I love everything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess shit just changed over time. It just always like been outside, and then I never looked up to nobody. Like, I looked up to myself. You know what I'm saying? But I think mostly that I never say like I really looked up to my big brother. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to be just like him. I think that really kind of how I turned out how I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but them the type of people I listen to. I think J-Dog a big influence on me.
Okay.
So I give it to J-Dog. You see what I'm saying? I have to get it to J-Dog. I love him to death. You know what I'm saying? Like a blood brother. You know what I mean? So I give J-Dog kudos for that. I give Lil Kiki kudos for that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause them brothers, man, they did what they had to do. And then like, I get Chameleon to his props because he let you know like we not slow down here. We can get real lyrical with you people. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's just Northside shit though.
Yeah, it's my favorite H-Town rapper, Chameleon. That's my favorite one of all. Like, he's dope. And so I want to talk about the ATM robberies and the stuff that you went through, right? Now your career was getting hot, right? So let's for the people that don't know, your career was on a upward path.
Yeah, it was definitely
upward trajectory. You had things going on, and then I believe you were illegally stopped. And
I ain't gonna just say illegally because I you know what I mean, I fought with that with myself for a while. I did run that red light.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I did run that red light. I was illegally searched.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And what they did was they I was already on papers. I was already on parole or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I had got a 5-year sentence in 2013. I came home in 2014. You know what I'm saying? So I was in the world for a while, for like a year and a half till December 30th, 2015. You know what I mean? I got incarcerated again. That was the night I got stopped.
Yeah.
And they just they said that they smelled marijuana and whatever. They searched the car and then they claimed they found pills or whatever, you know what I mean? I had let them know, I smoked before. Way before I got hours before I got in the car.
Yeah.
But this is after they done did their little whole little thing, and then they end up they end up when I had a federal lawyer. I had paid $25,000 for a federal lawyer, Ali Fazell. Shout out to my lawyer right now. Ali, he did what he had to do as far as they said they had audio and videotape of the arrest. But when they got down to it, they claimed they didn't have it.
Oh.
So I said by me already being on papers, I didn't have no bond. So I was sitting without a bond for months. You know what I'm saying? And I had to sit down and fight it with him working on the outside. And they ended up claiming that they had the audio or video of the arrest. So which that was what was supposed to help, but I wasn't helping myself when I was in the world as far as I wasn't doing what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? My limitation, what I had to do, my bargain, or what I had to do on papers. I wasn't doing what I had to. You see what I'm saying? I was doing what I wanted to do. So with that being said, they violated me anyway. So I basically I beat the case, but I didn't. You see what I'm saying?
They found another way.
Yeah, they just found another way to fuck me over, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it was still a learning experience, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even when I signed for my time, they only gave me 5 days to be in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they only gave me 5 days. Usually people get 45 days.
Oh, okay.
But I'm thankful that I didn't get that 45 days because like with my mind frame, especially at that time, I wouldn't have went back. I would have, I just would have went on a run. Even with my career being like damn near at its peak. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
that's crazy. So, but when you were arrested the first time and spent that year in jail, that was for the ATM. That was for the ATM shit.
Yeah.
So how did that go down?
2013. Like I say, we was going to go get some money. That's the life that I lived. You see what I'm saying? It was in the streets. You get money by any means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't regret that at all either because that's what I wanted to do. It wasn't nothing that I felt pressured to do or nothing like that. That's what I wanted to go do. You know what I'm saying? I want the best money. I want to be able to, give my mama, you know, $5 or $10,000. I want to be able to dress in the best shit. I want to be able to go and pay the bills, you know, pay up the bills for 6, 7, 8 months to a year. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be able to be in the best car. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to live good as far as I want my bills and everything paid. I want a crib that I can live in on my own. You see what I'm saying? I want to take care of that type of stuff. See, my mind frame was different from a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to just like the shoes and the clothes and the cars. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get, you know, my priorities straight. Like my priorities was already good before I left, but I knew this was gonna be the only way that I can go get me some money. You know what I'm saying? The ATMs was the best way. Don't get me wrong, I was robbing. I did down there everything you can think of. You know what I'm saying? Besides sell myself. You see what I'm saying? I think that I did everything. You see what I'm saying? So, that shit just came. You know, that shit come with a price. But at the end of the day, we know what we face, and so we do what we have to do regardless, because we know what comes with it.
Sure. That's very true. That's you know, your time in prison while your career is getting hot, right? Now this is you come home, you're out for a year, you back on, you getting the career back on.
I actually been out 4 months.
No, I'm talking about the first time, and then
Okay.
you had to sit back down, right?
Okay,
So when you
yeah,
sat
yeah,
back
yeah.
down, do you feel more impatient during that time? Like, damn, my
Nah.
career's out, and I'm like sitting here, and I could be out making money, doing this, doing that, all these things, and I'm sitting here.
I think me doing time already, me knowing how to do time, didn't have me impatient at all. I was more anxious because of the simple fact, this is my first time going down with me having a big name. You know what I'm saying? With me being like semi-famous. You see what I'm saying? It was my first time going down with me being like semi-famous and having a big name. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I think that's what made it harder. You know, being away from that. But it was cool because the same people that got me to where I was at, I got myself there because I'm literally self-made. You know what I mean? I grind. I'm, you know, like Jay Prince told me, you know, you're the only person in Houston in to ever get to where I got without a street team, promo, investor, manager, or label. I
Jay
did
Prince
it.
told you that?
Yeah,
Wow.
we from Fifth Ward.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Prince. Shout out to the whole rap a lot.
Shout out.
I did it by myself, literally. Nobody ever done that out the city of Houston.
Yeah.
I'm the only one, and that's humbling. You see what I'm saying? But it not me that I was aiming for that. That's just me. I'm gonna go get it on my own. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I mean, the fans, like I had so many fans from different continents, you know what I mean? Like different countries, like, you know, Africa, you know, Australia.
How does that feel in jail?
Yeah, England. It fucked me up actually. You know, cause I was on lockdown a lot of times, and when they used to bring me like mail, I'm seeing $7, $8, $9 stamps. You know what I'm saying? That took 2 or 3 weeks to get to me, and I'm looking at I'm like, damn. You know, so I'm looking at a lot of languages that's being spoken, and it was just crazy,
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah.
Did people there, like, did the other inmates and guards know who you were? Did it get out, like, who you were and people knew?
Yeah, it got around. I mean, it didn't have to really just get around, like motherfuckers knew already, because I've been on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, I had like 3 songs on the radio at the time. The first rapper in Houston to have 3 songs on the radio at one time.
Shout that out.
Yeah, shout that out. Shout out to 97.9 and 93.7. You know what I mean? Oh, and actually, I'm gonna just say shout out to the radio.
Yeah,
shout out to the people on the radio, because I never gave a fuck about the radio because of the simple fact, the streets is where you take off at, and you know the streets will never leave. See what I'm saying? So I took off in the streets before anything.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that to say this as far as like when I got down, and then I'm gonna say them songs. It was Floyd DeRolli with D Bundo. Shout out to D Bundo. He made the record and produced it. It was featuring me. Then it was Never Know, produced by EXO. Shout out DJ EXO. You know, it was my record.
I like that
It
song.
took off across the country, you know, with different countries. And you had Hands on Me with me and Snow Doe. Shout out to Snow Doe and Snow Gang. You know what I mean? We did that record. Produced by EQV, EQ and V12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that took off. Right now, that's still going to different states right now. It's still building. That song's still growing. So I was jamming myself when I was incarcerated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever unit I had, I was having my way wherever I was located, wherever they housed me at.
Yeah.
And
Cause you moved around a lot, I heard.
yeah,
I saw that in
I
Trend
moved
magazine.
Yeah, shout out to Trend magazine. I moved around a couple
Yeah.
times. You know what I mean? I started off at Gaza West. It's like a transfer unit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like a transfer unit or whatever. You just you go and you sit there for whatever the time, and then you go to your main unit. And I end up going to like an ID unit. I end up going to McConnell in Beeville,
okay.
not too far from Gaza. And I was there for a while. You know, I was G4 there.
Okay.
And so I was in medium and closed custody.
Oh, okay.
And I was on the radio, so I used to, every time I heard myself on the radio, either somebody would tell me first to go turn on my radio, but we always have everything live and lit, turned up, you know what I'm saying? And
like a party?
And then after that, I ended up going to, and I was good. Like, I had a lot of stuff going on as far as, the female guards. They was cool. They looked out for me a lot. You know, the male guards, as far as like the lieutenants, lieutenants and believe it or not, captains, man. They knew who I was, so they let me make it on a lot of shit. And I went from there to like once I left there, I ended up, you have the Walls unit, which is in Huntsville.
Okay.
You have the Walls unit, which is in Huntsville. Boom, back door to Jonay unit. A Gateway unit, FI5 unit. You know what I'm saying? That's like you made parole, but 6 months, you're gone, boom. They end up booting me out of there to where I went back to the Walls for a month, the Walls unit in Huntsville unit. Actually, I ended up I was at Bird unit in Huntsville for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and in transit. And once I left there, I went to the Walls for like a month in transit. So there's no TV, you know what I'm saying, no phones, no none of that. Not even clothes. You got to wear jumpers. And then you can't be with everybody. You just in a cell all day. You can't even leave your cell.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so the only time you can leave is to go eat and come back. We don't have rec or nothing.
That
you know what I
sounds
mean?
like torture shit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it is torture, but I'm built for it. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a mind thing.
Yeah.
So I went from there, and then I ended up going to East Texas to Billy Moe unit for my last few months of incarceration, you know what I'm saying? And everywhere I went, I was on the radio, and then people knew who I was, especially in East Texas. They loved me to death. Yeah, so, I used to have some of the lieutenants and sergeants stop me and be like, I know you're a rapper. I know what you do. I listen to your music. I just heard you on the radio. So, a lot of people, they were looking out for me, but as far as me just getting better treatment than everybody, it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not an inmate. I'm a convict because I know how to do time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a name, not a number. You know what I mean? So,
but they met you with positivity.
I mean, I had a lot of shit going on because I have I'm big on respect, and I have a big attitude problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like an angry person. I got so much anger built up inside of me. You know what I mean? So, and then I'm already not where I want to be right now. I have to be here. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know how to do time, but it was so much going on as far as a lot of shit that, the guards, the COs would do, I just wasn't going for. You know what I mean? And I'm like I say, I'm a vocal person. I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I had semi issues, but nothing that I couldn't deal with.
Yeah. Why do you say you're an angry person? Why do you feel what made you?
I don't know. Man, I honestly couldn't tell you, man. My mother, she feel like I guess because I didn't have my dad in my life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how she feel. That could be true.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I from what I'm knowing, I can just say that I guess I get it from him. And then I get her bad side too, I got that in his.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So you rather see my mother mad, but she can take it there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's what she try to keep from us.
Okay.
But just being the apple don't fall far from the tree,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Living rough can do that to somebody, you know. I mean, I know about my anger issues from living a different type of rough, and it happens to people. I think when you live a rough and difficult lifestyle, I feel like you
Yeah.
are gonna have anger built up.
I don't just think. Like I say, I never badged my mother for anything,
Yeah.
because we wasn't poor. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We wasn't poor.
Yeah.
Like she dressed us nice and got us
Yeah.
what we wanted, but
Yeah.
we wasn't rich. Like we was broke.
Yeah.
Still, you know what I'm saying? But we wasn't poor. Like my
Yeah.
mother did whatever she could for us. Like
Yeah.
I remember my mom having 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? To take care of us. Auntie Jones would have did any and everything for us. So you know what I'm saying? And that's like I'm big on that because I hate
That's
I
what
hate
mothers
how
do.
rappers they say how they had nothing in and a lot of these people they doing it to sell music or whatever, but you have to understand that do you know how your mother or your father gonna feel if you by you downplaying them like that,
Yeah.
they never did a fucking thing for you. I never do that.
Damn, that's crazy. I
You see
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
That's a crazy, total different perspective than we hear most rappers say.
That shit
I
is
like
just crazy. I don't understand that. I would never, ever badge my mother because my mother did whatever she could. You see what I'm saying?
I like that.
Even when I felt like she showed favoritism to my brother, I never badged my mother. I love my mama to death. And whatever she want, I would give her. You see what I'm saying? Whatever. I do whatever for my mom.
I'm the same way, man. Like I'll have issues, and me and my mom we do get in arguments and stuff. But I never bash her publicly, or I never say she did whatever she could for me, man.
Right.
She stayed in them hospitals with me.
Right.
She. That's why for so long it was hard for people to be like, "Hey, man, God helped you through that." And I sometimes when I was a kid I used to think that was like shitting on my mom because I'm like, man, my mom. I saw my mom there. I didn't see God there. I saw my mom in those rooms.
Hey, it's crazy because a lot of people might, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Might not like it, but that's who I cherish.
Yeah.
That's who my God is.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
Mother.
Yeah.
And that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not no religious person. I believe I believe in the Most High.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God, Allah, or what most people want to say, because I also believe, we're not gonna make that. I'm not gonna make that statement, but you know what I'm saying? Man, like I say, my mother is everything.
Shout out to all the moms out there.
Shout out to all the mothers, single or in a relationship, whatever. Y'all go through so much. So I love all mothers. You know what I mean? I love all mothers except for the unfit ones. I'm not to say who's unfit or not, but the ones who are unfit.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what I mean? I can't relate with them.
Yeah.
But man, shout out to my mama. I love you, baby.
Your Trend magazine interview, they compared you to a runner. I don't remember the exact name of the runner.
I know. I think the last name was Redmond.
Redmond? Okay, and they talked about him winning the race, and then he hurt his leg, but still continued the race and finished.
Yeah.
Right? Did you like that comparison, or did you feel like,
well, I can't say
I'm not going to finish the race, I'm still going to win?
That's my mind frame. I'm still going to win, but that's the best mind frame to have, even if you know you're not going to win.
Yeah.
So who's to say that wasn't his mind frame? Because you can only say what happened. You can't say what his mind frame was.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think his mind frame was to still win, but he knew deep down that he couldn't. It was merely impossible.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think I should have like the magazines that came out. I think I was in Dallas at the time. I was on the road. I was in Dallas at the time before I went to New Jersey, and I seen the magazine came out, and I wanted to read my issue, the article, my article that was on me, and I never Googled who the actual track star was. I never did that, and that's what I meant to do. But with so much going on, I'd be so busy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if he has a book, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go buy his book. I hope it's at Barnes and Noble. I'm a big reader, so I want to know what.
I be buying books on my phone now.
I mean that's see me. I do that, but I actually like physical copy books, like hard copy books, soft top books, whatever it could. 'Cause I love to read. That's what really got me through my prison time. Besides the fan mail,
Yeah. You
I
still
love
read now?
reading.
You love
I
reading?
still read to this day, man.
That's dope.
One of my favorite books is the autobiography of Malcolm X by Alex Haley. 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, read that.
The Anarchy, the Truth of Ancient Egyptian History.
Art of War.
Yeah, the Art of War, of course, the Art of War. Behold the Pale White Horse, things like that. I'm just starting to get into urban books, but I'm an actual history person.
Yeah, I just read before I started this, I read Andrew Martinez's book twice, and I read Charlemagne's book. Both are really
I never read it. What you think about it?
Dope.
I mean, I know
Both
Angie
books are
Martinez, for me, watching her for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, she has a story to tell, so I think I need to get that book.
No, her story's dope. She talks about the classic interview at night with Jay and R. Kelly when
Right.
they had their beef. She talks about that. She talks about her
Jay-Z
fight with
and R.
Wendy.
Kelly?
Yeah, they had remember they had some beef on stage and they were at a concert. They were doing a concert together, and R. Kelly and him got into some beef. R. Kelly was mad at the sound. That was when apparently Jay-Z's man allegedly pepper sprayed R. Kelly or something. It was crazy. So she did the interview, and she talked about how she likes to be the rapper's friend, right? And then you read Charlemagne's book; he's the exact opposite. And so
Definitely.
I found it. I like to be more like Angie. I like to be more pro artist, and a little bit of Charlemagne too. But I mean, he the books were good. But
Check them out.
when you got out of jail, right, and you in the reception, was there a lot of rebuilding involved or no, not really?
Rebuilding as far as what?
Did you lose fans? Did you gain fans?
Nah, see, I had way quadruple more fans than what I had before I left. And I think that's what scared a lot of people, because even with me having, a lot of followers on Instagram or whatever, it's people, even with me being on the radio before I left, you see what I'm saying? And while I was gone, a lot of people did not know the love that I actually had until I was gone. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. But this coming, shout out to my man Kiati, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hard Body Kiati, man, that's my guy. You know what I mean? He looked out for me so much while I was gone, you see what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like I said, it scared them. Damn, he really got a lot of love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a bunch of fans, I had a bunch of love, but I didn't have a platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I have a platform, I have fans, I have a lot of love. I have a bunch of street cred and a bunch of street fans.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's I basically have the whole package now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see the 5101 chain.
The 1501?
1501.
Right.
I see it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
But I see Young Ruler with the same thing.
Right. You see Psycho Sid with the same one.
Is it y'all's
you see
group? Is it y'all's
Shorty
label?
E with the same thing, and you see Rick Damone with the same one. You see CC with the Carl Crawford with the same thing. You see Monster E with the same thing, and you're gonna see T Ferris with the same thing.
You about to see T Ferris with the same thing. All right.
Yeah, everybody got the same thing. Like I say, it's a family. Love, respect, honor, ambition. You know what I mean? That's just what we stand for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a label, man. It's a family.
Okay.
And we're going to do whatever to protect each other, to help each other, build each other. You know what I'm saying? Whatever one don't know, the other one to teach you. You see what I'm saying? So everything is in-house. We don't reach out to nobody else to help us do anything. You know what I'm saying? We don't ask for nothing free. You get what you get, And this is a family where nobody is greater than the other. Yeah. Everybody equal. You know what I'm saying? There's no misunderstanding or no miscommunication in this family. You know what I'm saying? Everything is understood off the rip. We all stand as one. You know what I mean? We are a power team. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing like this in Houston, Texas before. So 1501 will be the best and go down in history as far as the best music and the best label to ever come through Houston, Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right along with Rap a Lot. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So we need people to embrace, you know what I'm saying, accept it, prepare. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy, man, but it's a beautiful thing, man. So, you know, I guess it just fit me more because, you know, never been with anything or anyone, nothing. I always did everything by myself until I, you know, even when I came home, my first 2 months that I've been home, I still did everything. So I made that's why I Never Know was such a big record, because I'm literally self-made. Don't owe nobody, didn't need nobody.
Yeah.
I did everything without a label, manager, promotion, street team, anything you think of, no paper. I didn't have anything. So everything I did on my own. As for all my flights, I paid for that. You know what I'm saying? When it came to CDs, press ups, you know what I mean, artwork, I did that. You know what I mean? See, my name might have gotten it free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I earned that. You see what I'm saying? I didn't ask nobody for anything.
I didn't talk to no manager to get the interview. I didn't have to hit no manager to get Haroldlujah on the show at all.
Right.
It was, and a lot of artists can learn a lot, because I swear to God, I hit him, and I swear we had the interview set up by that day, the end of the day that day. We knew the time, date, and we got on the same page. And I just love when people work like that and handle business like that.
Yeah, I'm not big on being funny with people. Like I say, I came literally from the mud. A lot of people say it because it sounds good, but I really came from the mud. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everything I get now, yeah, I mean, shit, it's like a silver spoon. You see what I'm saying? So, but I earned it. You know what I mean? So I don't treat people no certain type of way. You know, I don't look down upon people. I feel like we all equal. You know what I mean? I might rap and you not. I might be famous, but famous ain't. It makes it harder for you. You know, being famous, that don't make you cool. You see what I'm saying? So I don't, like I say, I'm a man, bro, and I'm you know, I'm real cool, man. Like, I'm easy to talk to. See, people look at, you know, me getting on a few rappers' ass, you know what I'm saying, checking some of these sucker rappers, and they just think like, not a bad person, but an angry, just mean guy.
Like they think I feel like people get the impression like a bully, but it's not that at all. I never got that impression.
I'm definitely not no bully. Like I can't stand bullies. I will fuck a bully up. So like, please, people, don't call me no bully, because I'm far from that. Like little old me, man. Come on, man. I don't like, and this not even being funny. Like I don't like that shit. You know, and that bully shit, man. Cause we don't prey on the weak in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? We fuck over niggas who is just as stiff as we are. You see what I'm saying? Just as built as we are. You know, a person that gonna take it over the edge the same way you will. You know, that's what we do. And it's like whatever come from it, but we don't prey on the weak. You know, we don't prey on the weak. So when it come to y'all, y'all Houston rapper who I didn't, you know, curd or let's just say punk or whatever, it wasn't because he was a bitch. He might be a bitch, but I didn't know that. I feel like he did some sucker shit. You know. Well,
I mean, let's talk about it. You had a Killer Calion diss.
A who?
A Killer Calion.
Who?
Okay, I guess we're going with the who diss. So you had a diss to a Houston rapper. We'll go by. And this was a few years ago, and you know, I read what it was about. Mm-hmm. Can we talk about it? Do you mind informing the people what it's about, or you kind of like it's over? It's done with?
You can't speak about a ghost, baby. You can't speak about a ghost.
You can't speak about a ghost.
You can't speak about a ghost.
You know what? I think we'll just leave it alone.
Yeah,
I think we'll just leave it alone.
You can't speak about a ghost, man. Ghosts don't exist.
All right.
Ghosts don't exist.
So, you were at one point you were with TSF, am I right? Or you were rocking with
correct
with Sauce Factory,
correct.
What happened there? Why did you decide to? Because I don't feel
like I say, man.
No, go ahead. I just didn't feel like it was too I didn't feel like a lot of anger. I didn't feel like you had a lot of anger. I felt like you just didn't feel like you fit.
I didn't fit.
Yeah.
But I guess me and Sauce Walker got so along because we were so we both was arrogant. You know what I mean? And before like we met, it like I initially wasn't even supposed to be to yourself. You know what I mean? We met, you know what I mean? We ended up linking up or whatever, and like I say, everything just really ended up clicking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the first day I met them, you know what I mean? He can tell you out his mouth, because after this I don't want to talk about it no more, because the same thing I didn't say on other interviews, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna expose folks, you know what I mean? But I wasn't always like in a position I'm in right now, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't always fucked up either.
Yeah.
As far as like the first day walk, I linked up with the original TSF, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had $10,000 in old money, you know, in late 80s, hundreds. You see what I'm saying? I had on all white Gucci on the head to toe, brown Gucci hat, red Gucci loafers. You see what I'm saying? And I had $10,000 in old smile head hundreds when they met me. You see what I'm saying? And Sancho, shout out Sancho, man. That's my guy, man. Me and Sancho's still down to this day, man. And Sancho came and picked me up from the trap one day. And that day, the day I met him, he didn't even know me from Adam and Eve, and Sancho came and got me.
Oh, wow.
I was actually gambling. He came all the way from the deep Southwest, and I was in Acres Home, which is the Northwest.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So he didn't, and when he came, he looking at it like, man, what kind of shit you on? You on some Biggie and Pac shit? Because I didn't answer my phone. I'm downstairs gambling, and my phone upstairs.
Oh, shit.
And Sanchi was like, damn, I go check my phone because I run up to like, damn, this dude's supposed to be coming to pick me up, you know, just so I can link in and bond with him.
Yeah.
And I hit him back. I like, man, look, bro, you know, I'm on all that stiff shit, bro, but shit, I apologize because it wasn't that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, shit, nigga, I ain't tripping. I'm finna come back and come get you. And man, came back and came got me, man. And that was our first time chilling. And that's when I linked up. I seen Social Man. And I seen Walk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's like from there, it was always a good bond. You know, it's like I say, shout out Sancho Saucy, you know what I mean? And and shout out Doughboy, you know what I mean? That's because like we'll never fall off whether I'm saucing, whether I'm in TSF or not. I'm always be sauce forever.
Okay.
I'm always be sauce. Like I said, I brought this shit to the north side, literally. You know what I mean? But I don't take nothing away from none of them guys, man.
Yeah.
That's how I love, you know what I mean? I'm not part of it no more or whatever. But I made myself, you know, like I said, I had a name before all this shit happened. And then I want to shout out to Sosa, man, since we on this little, you know, on the subject. I want to shout out to Sosa, man, because I remember the days like when I took a loss and I was fucked up, Sosa, man, looked out for me. You know what I mean? Sosa didn't ask no questions.
Oh, that's real.
If I was fucked up, Sosa, man, didn't like that. So Sosa, man, you know, got out his pocket, you know what I mean? Out his pocket gave me a few $100 because, like, that ain't good, bro. Here, why I don't like that, you know what I mean? Never asked, didn't want it back. So shout out Sosa, man, you know what I mean? I don't know how he feel about me right now. I didn't feel love the last time I seen him. But I'm a love Sosa, man, forever, and I love his accomplishments and everything, man. I'm proud of him. But Sosa Man looked out for me, man. Like he looked out for me anytime I needed something. Me and Sosa Man, we done rode with each other a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So me and him, we always had a love relationship. Me and Sancho, we got a love-hate relationship. We always been friends, but we argue and fight so much. You know what I'm saying? So when people look, they think we beefing, but we not. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, I love, you know, like I say, Doughboy, Sancho, and Sosa Man. Shout out to them.
Okay. You know, saying a lot, but not saying a lot can say a lot too. The song "Never Know."
Right.
Right. Would you say that's one of your biggest songs today? Probably one of your biggest songs today.
That's out, yeah.
Never Know.
Yeah, that's out.
That's
yeah.
out. Yeah, that's out. Yeah.
Never Know is one of my biggest records. I mean, that's the biggest record that's out.
Yeah.
The biggest record, like.
So how did you and DJ XO link up? Talk about how that record and making it and all that.
Because me and XO always wanted to work with each other, and it's from 2014. Me and XO always wanted to work with each other, but we never got a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, XO is a cool guy, man. He's a real cool guy.
Yeah,
man.
we had him in
like,
here.
Yeah, EXO, he full of life and energy.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He got big good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Good big vibes. I think it was late 2014. You know what I mean? Late 2014. Of course, you know I had just came home. I was messing with TSF in 2014.
Okay.
And I was still part of that count
Okay.
when I linked up with EXO. But, you know, it was on a downfall. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And EXO, I think I ended up calling EXO one day, well, one night, because it was like EXO was the 7th studio that I had been to that day. Because I had been recording all day in numerous studios. Yeah, this was the actual 7th studio that I had been to.
And that's crazy. I never heard of a rapper
literally.
from studio to studio. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was like after 12, like probably 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Damn.
1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I had just left the Southwest side from recording. And I called EXO, and EXO told me, you know, pull up. Nobody in the studio, it's just me and EXO. So EXO, I heard like I heard like a little, you know how you have the start up of the beat?
Yeah.
He just had this shit, and then I started coaching him as far as what I liked it.
Okay.
Hey, man, girl, I said, man, that sound cool. Throw this in there. Throw that in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what's crazy is Never Know was never really finished because it's supposed to have been a guitar in Never Know.
Oh, okay.
We were supposed to have a guitar in Never Know, but it turned out we never needed it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ended up coming up with a hook, and when I spit it to EXO said, bro, I love that, bro. You gotta go lay that down, bro. He's like, no. Before you do all that, go lay that down. You see what I'm saying? And EXO is very passionate about his music. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
EXO will help anybody. That's why I love EXO to death right now. You know what I mean? That's my guy. And
He said that in his interview actually.
Yeah.
He said, "I'll tell he says I don't care about nothing. I'll go in the booth and tell the artist how to rap that shit if that's what need be. But I just want to hit record."
Yeah, he didn't. See, at that time, like I said, he was more chill then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still chill now.
But he's got that passion.
Yeah, but it like he didn't have to tell me anything.
No, I'm just saying like he had that passion.
No.
Yeah.
He always had that passion.
Yeah.
EXO's great.
Yeah.
Great. I just went in there with no problem. I did what I did, and EXO he produced it and engineered me on as far as the hook goes, and I did the hook, and EXO like, man, bro, I love it, bro. You know what I mean? So we just jammed this hook like it was a whole song. You see what I'm saying? And then like we both put it like on Instagram. This was in 2014. We both put it like on Instagram, and it just went crazy. And when I seen that, because he told me like, bro, this is a hit, bro. But you know, I'm not paying attention to it. I'm thinking like it's a regular song because I make music every day, all day. I seen the feedback that I never got on Instagram. And you know, this one, it was only 15-second clips, you know what I'm saying, on the video side. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not thinking like, okay, this is gonna be this. I'm not thinking that at all. But man, I seen like, I had over like, I had 100+ comments. You know what I mean? This wasn't no views. It was just likes. So I had probably like, at that time in 2014, probably like 400 or 500 likes that I never had before.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was like, oh damn, this might be a hit record. So you know, do you know I like what verses I like promoted. I put it on just a random artwork. I put it on random artwork, and I like pushed the song like 3 months. I pushed the song for like 3 months, man, without a verse on there. And then I did my verse. And I was talking to Lucci. A situation happened to where when I first met Lucci and Bankroll Fresh, and me and Lucci had a conversation, and Lucci was supposed to have been on there.
Oh, okay.
And you know, a bunch of stuff just happened to me. I don't like waiting on people. Shout out to Lucci and everything he doing, but I don't like waiting on anybody. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I didn't even want to wait on Rich Homie Quan. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to do what I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I get a phone call one day about what music that I wanted on one of the tapes with the other guys that I was grouped up with.
Okay.
And it just came up, and he, you know, did a verse to Never Know, and shit, like right after it was mixed and mastered, it was put on It was put on YouTube, and after it was put on YouTube, I ended up going back to XL Studio. I felt like it should be longer. I went back to XL Studio, and he put a bridge on the beat. I sent the session to him. He put the bridge on the beat, and then I did like basically a bridge, but like a third verse.
Yeah.
You know, it was like I put like an 8-bar bridge, four bar 8-bar bridge, and I sent it back to Miyagi, who mixed and mastered the track, and it turned out nice, man. And it was like ever since then, like once it hit YouTube and it hit, you know what I'm saying, 150K views like in a week. You know what I'm saying? And then the comment, over 1,000 comments, just folks, man, I love this song. You know what I mean? Like this is live. This is like, he sound good.
Yeah.
And this is in 2000, I think it like February of 2015. You know what I mean? And it just caught that way because nobody sound like me, nobody make music like me. So it just took off, man, you know.
You can answer this question. You don't have to. It's just, I saw the song on YouTube and I saw the video. I looked at the video.
Right.
I didn't know Sauce Walker was on it until someone told me later that he was on for Never Know.
Right.
He wasn't in the video.
No.
And he wasn't on that song. Was
Right.
that because you had left TSF by then?
Yeah, I had left the camp almost a year before. I was already at the camp damn near a year before the song even was shot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Philly Flyboy for shooting, you know, that video. And I was already at the camp. But so many people felt like he didn't fit the record.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And then, like, I also felt like I needed my own version. Not that I didn't like what he did, I needed my own version. Him getting on it, I feel like, yeah, boom, that was a power move. I give credit when it's due. I feel like it was a power move because of the name that he had also, you know what I mean? And him as a growing artist, I felt like it was cool. It was a power move to put him on, to just go, boom, let them hear this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was out, like, he was never supposed to get on the record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was never supposed to get on the record. So, of course, I did my own version because it's like when I go out of town and when I do what I do, I want to perform. I don't want to have to not. Like when it was going throughout the city, they only play the first hook, they play the first hook, the verse, and the second hook, and they cut it out. I want my whole song to play throughout the club.
Yeah.
So it wasn't so much as that everybody else didn't want him on there. It was just that I needed to have my own personal version. But that was a remix, a drip mix, as they had called it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was for that reason. It wasn't. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But we had talked numerous of times. We were still supposed to shot a video with him in it, also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The song "Overnight Grind," right?
Yeah.
I like that song. I love that song. Right. And you say a line in it: "A good grind will change your life."
Yeah, that's a slogan.
Yeah. I want you to expand on that for kids out there who are looking for a business to do or for something to do productive with their time. What you mean by a good grind will change your life? Like, because obviously you mean in a positive way.
Right, yeah. Right? Look, it's like anything you put your mind to, you put your grind to.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like if you play sports, if you outwork the hardest working person, like you have to want to be successful more than you want to. You know what I mean? More than you want to breathe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause like how you want to live, you need air to breathe. You know what I'm saying? You have to live. You need air to live. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you want to be more successful than you want to live, it's like nothing can stop you. You see what I'm saying? Nothing can stop you. You're going to work your ass off night and day, 24/7 to get where you have to get. And no no human on earth can slow you down from that. That mean you dedicated. You know what I mean? Your work ethic is just A++. You know what I mean? You're very ambitious. You see what I'm saying? Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. That means you focused on one thing, and that's it. It's what you love. It's what you cherish. This is deeper than the hobby. It's your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by a good grind to change your life. As far as, okay, on the rap side, you in the studio all day investing in yourself, investing your time, like 10,000 hours. Anything you spent 10,000 hours on, it's for you. That's something that you want to do because that's a long time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said a good grind to change your life, because even if you're not the best artist, if you and especially in this generation, if you outwork any artist, you're gonna be rich and famous.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of artists that's popping right now that ain't dope artists.
Yeah. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work
Hard
hard.
work beats talent, and yeah, you know, and talent don't work hard. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's where it came from, a good grind to change your life, and then it was really it's like a street term.
Yeah.
Like a street term, but it just fit for any category.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. Okay, I see what you mean by street term. You know, I saw Go Yayo in that video, but that brought me back to one point that you had stated a name, and I wanted to ask you, were you close friends with Bankroll Fresh? Because I heard you state his name for a second, and I wanted to know, did you have a close relationship with him before he passed?
Yeah, that was my guy, man. Like I say, I met him and Lucci the same day. At a I'm gonna say shout out to June James, because this is June James mixer.
Okay.
June James had a mixer at 7303 Armour, which is Rap A Lot radio. Rap A Lot Studios.
Yeah.
And I met Bankroll Fresh, man. He was walking out, I think like the A room studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like main studio. And like I say, he had heard my music that they played or whatever, and then it was a situation that ended up happening.
Yeah.
That happened at that studio, to where I had to get out of character, and I had to do something that wasn't meant for the cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they saw that firsthand, and they were like, "Damn, he one of them."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Bankroll already took a liking to me, and then I had just heard his music too. So I took a liking to Bankroll. Me and Bankroll exchanged numbers or whatever. Me and Lucci, we exchanged numbers. So I just kept contact with him. Then not my first time in Atlanta, but when I went to Atlanta, and my first time at Street Execs Studios, you know what I mean, on Delphore in Atlanta, which is Bankroll Fresh Studio, no 2 Chainz, you know. Bankroll, you know, he showed me around, you know, the whole studio or whatever. My first time going there, he showed me around the whole studio. And this around the time, like, you got 2 Chainz and Kanye in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got 2 Chainz and Kanye in the building. So like I say, Bankroll was a good dude, man. Good-hearted dude, man. Real passionate. You know what I'm saying? He was a grinder, man. You know, he was a real grinder. He was a powerful dude, actually.
Yeah.
So, you know, it kind of, not kind of, but it hurt me when he passed away. But, you know.
So being that you're a friend of his, how did that interview, did you see the interview that I'm talking about, where they interviewed the dude who was allegedly...
Yeah, we ain't gonna say his name.
Yeah, we're not gonna say his name,
it fucked me up, because it's like I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because you do that to a motherfucker that you ain't cool with, as far as not killing. Yeah. But I don't condone that, killing your own boy. But you know, as far as you smiling throughout the whole motherfucker, and you saying, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to do it, but then you patronizing the motherfuckers like they ain't do nothing about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I'm gonna just say that I just didn't condone that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then we just gonna go to the next subject.
Yeah, I feel like nobody did really that in hip hop, and I would be very shocked to hear Vlad say he doesn't regret it.
Right.
You know, I feel like he does.
Oh yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say he don't regret it, because he shouldn't have posted the motherfucker. But that's for a whole nother.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. you know, B King just did this. B King just did this Instagram post. They had this whole Houston rap battle and Houston beat battle, right?
Yeah, Big King didn't start that.
No, B King didn't start it, but he did post something that I wanted to ask you about. He posted something about how in Houston everybody is so like everybody
Divided.
goes so hard because nobody wants to help each other. And why do you feel that is? Why do you feel like Houston is a city where nobody
I don't
offers
think they
help?
kind of coincide with each other as far as you going so hard and not being able to want to help one another. But just cause they don't make sense. Like everybody goes so hard because they don't want to help. I helped a lot of people out of Houston. I done made a lot of people have a name in the city and a voice in the city of Houston. And I'm one of the hardest artists.
Yeah.
Lyrically, vocally, as far as harmonizing, music-wise, I'm one of the hardest people to ever come out of city of Houston, Texas. And that's what anybody's supposed to believe as in they self or in their craft. But that's a fact.
Yeah.
And this coming from all the old heads who did it years before I came along.
Yeah.
But no unity, man.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be the main man. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to be the main man, and it shouldn't be like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, people are scared for people to be better than them, but I feel like you have to help it. Like, if you got a key, give it to the next person, let him open up the door too. Or you open up the door for him and let him go through it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be like the
Why
main
can't we all
man.
go through it? Like, why? Why not?
Because like I said, everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to be the man, and they don't want to they don't want to shed light on everybody else. Everybody want to be the star just alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Drake of hip hop.
Yeah,
the Drake
man.
of Texas. The Drake, like the one star, the one.
I wouldn't even say the Drake of Texas. I mean, I don't get that. I don't
No,
really
you
get
know,
that.
but I'm saying like that one lone star, because right now, you know, he's the biggest thing in hip hop. I feel like
He was.
You don't feel like he is now?
Nah.
He's
He's powerful. He can do something for your career.
Who do you think is bigger than Drake?
Like I say right now, Kendrick Lamar run the game.
I would put them together, yeah.
Kendrick Lamar runs the game, and then cause you do a song with him, automatically pop. But see, it's just like how Wayne was in the early 2000s or in the mid 2000s. If Wayne get on a song with NT Body, we never knew of 2 Chainz before Duffel Bag Boy.
Yeah.
He might have been popping in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But we never heard of him or Dollar. And rest in peace to other Dollar, you know what I mean? That was with, Convict Music. Rest in peace him. That was my friend too. But before you heard I forgot what the group was called. Player Circles, yeah. Before them, if Wayne wouldn't have got on that record, we wouldn't have known who them folks is. Who's to say what would have happened in the future? But we wouldn't have known who them people was before the world, before Wayne got on that record. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what they were. Cause after that, that's all we heard until Round and Round and I'm Getting It, which was 4 or 3 years later.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now that's something you work for, but like I say, I have to say Kendrick Lamar. Drake is still a big dude, but I like Drake. And Drake, I actually been around Drake a few times. You see what I'm saying? And Drake told me he loved the Never Know record. I performed with Drake. It's all at once. Drake, Black Youngster, Rich Homie Quan, Zoe Dollars.
Damn.
Rocco, and Lil James from the Money Team, Floyd Mayweather artists. We all performed together in Houston.
Yeah.
April 19th of 2016, right before I went back, because I had just came home before I went right back to jail.
Was that the Drake tour?
Nah, it wasn't the Drake tour. It was Junior birthday.
Oh, because I was about to say, then I was there if it was the Drake tour.
Jay Prince Junior birthday.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And once I went to V Live. Once I performed with them, I ended up going to V Live. And once I got on stage, they were screaming my name. Shout out to DJ Eric. They were screaming my name on the microphone. And Drake looked at me, man. He put his hands to his heart. And he looked at me and he told me, I love that record.
Yeah.
And I was just like, me, I be chilling. You know what I mean? I was just like, man, I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told him, thank you.
That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
dope. That's dope, man. I mean, I definitely know. To me, when people say, "Hey, man, that interview was dope," it don't matter who say it to me. I get that feeling. Like, damn, all right, I did well on that one. So I know how it feels. Like when someone tells you that your product is good, you feel good no matter who it is. It could be the lowest or it could be the highest. It doesn't
Right.
matter really, you know. Everybody's a human being at the end of the day, like you said earlier. You had we already talked about one person that you dissed. We'll talk about the next one that we know about.
Yeah.
Guy by the name of OG Mako from Atlanta.
Baby Mako.
Baby Mako. And you said a line in it. You tried to try me like I wasn't about it, but I'm really about it.
You guessed it.
Yeah.
You ain't nobody till you catch a body. You my third body up in Texas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say the rest of the lines because I don't want to snitch on nobody. But I was just trying to ask you, like, what's the story on that? Like, he tried you up in your face, or like
never?
Okay,
It wouldn't have been no
say.
song. Yeah, that's absurd.
Okay,
that's asinine.
that's asinine.
Yeah, he tried to long story short, man, he took the name of my hit record.
Okay.
And he just all he did was correct it, you know what I'm saying? He spelled the correction. He just spelled it right. He corrected the spelling.
The
I put never know with NEVA.
NEVA, and he put
used
NEVER.
NEVER, you know what I mean? And I was in Atlanta. I was actually in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? And I'm having a good time. I'm with the, I guess the celebrities that's out there. Like I say, I've been having a name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I'm around, and dude just, I was in his projects where he say he from, College Park or whatever. I was in College Park. I was in the projects. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a bunch of love. You know what I mean? Like all the OGs out there, they embracing me.
Yeah.
So everything was cool because I know where I come from. They know the cloth I'm from. They know my story. They know my struggle. So they embracing me. They they relate to me, and we vibing, we smoking, we thugging. And I even extended my stay out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I extended my stay. I pushed my plane ticket back. And once I left, I think I ended up leaving like on a Monday. Once I fucking left Atlanta, it was either the same night or I think the next night to where Worldstar dropped his video. The big box, and it said "Never Know."
Oh wow.
Okay, now, what I want to say is this: songs that just, what I'm saying, coincidental. You know what I mean? So it's just a coincidence. I'm gonna say this though. Trey the Truth. Shout out to my big brother. Just got the key to the city. First rapper to ever get the keys to the city in Houston, Texas. I performed at Trey Day.
Yeah.
OG Mako was there too, because he also performed, which was in 2015.
Yeah.
And his record, it wasn't just 100% like mine, but Mako never harmonized before.
Yeah.
Like, Haroldlujah, I'm a real nigga, keep my business on the low, you never know. You never know. I just might come in. And, he never harmonized. He's a screaming, he's amped up aggression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Woo, bitch, you get. He never harmonized before. Never used auto-tune or pitch correction.
Yeah.
So when I heard the record, it was similar to my style of music, to what he never used before.
Okay.
And as far as like, I just went and got a chick. You never know. Some. You never know. You never been mellow. You never been calm on music. You always been this hyperactive summer bitch. You see what I'm saying? So like, why now change? But I know I influenced a lot of people, man, in this game.
That's the way you got to see it, man.
I just got it out the mud with nobody behind me. You see what I'm saying? But the city of Houston, though, like even with me coming home, a lot of people in Houston sound like me now. A lot of people have a name because of me. But I always been humble about that. Like, I feel like that's what you're supposed to do for people. Like, when it comes to that North and South in Houston, I bridged that. When I was fucking with them guys from the other side. Mm-hmm. I bridged that North and South. Like, a lot of people from the North know these people because I brought them there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I did that, but I don't... that's out my head once it happened because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. It ain't nothing I'm supposed to talk about. It's something I'm supposed to do because I was built like that. I was raised like that. As for you gonna help the next and you gonna make this shit come together.
Yeah.
You know, like even when Slim Thug and ESG did their little compilation, you know what I'm saying? And they came together and started collabing.
Yeah.
They did some shit. Like I fell in love with everything they did as a kid. But that didn't bring the city together, man. That didn't bring the North and South together. We were still killing each other. And we were still fighting that motherfucking Astroworld and throwing each other off motherfucking bridges and shit. You see what I'm saying? So that shit wasn't bridged together. But when it came to 2014 and what Haroldlujah did for the city of Houston, I bridged that North and South together. And you know, you can either agree to it or you're not. But the real know the real. You know what I mean? So
Man. Yeah. Oh wow, so crazy, man. We talked about this earlier, and you know we're gonna round out and finish up here soon. You talked about the streets, right? You said that you came up on the street first, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel it's different for an artist to come up on the internet? You know, because now you have these SoundCloud artists, right? That are just coming up off SoundCloud, right?
Right.
Like you had from Houston, Ugly God, right? Nobody knew, and nobody had seen really Ugly God around the
I still
streets.
don't know him.
He's a SoundCloud artist from Houston.
Right.
But nobody from Houston even. A lot of people didn't even know that. A lot of the big people that like I've talked to didn't even know he was from Houston. So it's like, how do you feel it differs blowing up on SoundCloud and the internet versus blowing up on the streets? And
I mean, it's like the same thing. You don't knock people who got the internet buzz. I don't knock it. I mean, I respect it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what's up right now.
Yeah.
You know, the social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Social media is what's up right now. So I don't knock him because people took a liking to him on the social media. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I took off in the streets. But I also had the social media too.
Yeah, what do you feel the pros and cons are though is what I mean. Is like on blowing up versus the internet versus blowing up on the street. Do you feel you're gonna be more successful first blowing up on the street, or are you gonna feel more successful if you blow up on the internet, or it depends on the artist?
I think it depends on the artist.
Okay.
I think it depends on the artist because like in the streets, you know what I'm saying? The streets are gonna be behind you. The streets are gonna be highly demanded. And it's just like in the 50s and 60s, you know what I'm saying? Like when people sent messages on like wiretaps, you know what I'm saying? Not snitching wiretaps, you know what I mean? But through telecommunication. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people through the wires. That's what they called it back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, 60 years plus years ago, like Malcolm X days. They was sending stuff through the wire and it'll spread throughout the world.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So that's what the streets can do for you. But as far as social media, is billions of people on social media because not a lot of people have a life in the world, in the actual real world.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So that can happen for you. So that's a good thing too. You know what I'm saying? That's like that. And then you'll have like it's more hipster fans on social media than in the streets.
Yeah.
It's just like shout out to my boy, you know, Maxo Cream. Maxo Cream not popping in Houston, but he's popping around the world.
I like Maxo Cream.
You see, and I love him. That's my guy. Like we friends.
Hey man,
so
come on to the show, man. We be trying to get you on, man. You gotta come on, man. Come on, like let's really do this.
I'll make
for
it
the
happen
city.
for you, man. Don't worry.
I appreciate it, man. That would be dope because I love that song, Whitney Houston. That's like my jam.
Yeah, Maxo, man. I'm like it didn't fuck both of us up because like we done been out of town before on the road and then linked up together.
Yeah.
Like damn, I ain't know you was out here. Like damn, I ain't know you was out here. Bitch, you popping. Like you know what I mean? So it's like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because the man that been on tour, he's with the biggest artist in the game right now.
Yeah.
Has music with the biggest artist in the game right now. You know what I mean? I have a lot of music with a lot of big name artists. You know what I mean? Like you know, so I just like I say, me man.
I hope everything turns out well for him, man.
Ah man, yeah. Max are doing hella good, man. He's doing hella good, man. Yeah.
So let's talk about the future for Haroldlujah. Right. Let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about when you wake up in the morning and you think about what you want out of life. What is it?
First of all, a plan without a goal is merely a dream.
Okay.
Or a goal without a plan is merely a dream.
Yes.
You know.
True.
Let me correct myself, but like I say, really, the main thing for me is I just want to continue to dropping great music and telling my story. You see what I'm saying? So like, you can't make people feel you. Mm-hmm. My dream is I can drop mixtapes, but my goal was always to go platinum. When I dropped my first album.
Okay.
I know times are different now. Like I say, I'm a musical child. I'm a musical baby. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I grew up in them eras where that was going on.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
going
saying?
platinum in like a couple weeks
platinum.
and stuff.
Yeah, but it's good music though, not just because.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it's different, and I just like I say, I just always wanted to go platinum. You know what I mean? So what I want to do, I just want to have platinum plaques. I want the world to know who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to be remembered as a good guy, man, a great artist. You know what I mean? Somebody who gave back, somebody who taught so many, changed so many lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And things like that, because like I said, I love music. I help anybody. I give anybody the shirt off my back, you know what I'm saying, and the shoes off my feet, and never have to record it and show a video or put it on Front Street, never point me like I did that. You know what I mean? So it's really like about the music. I just want to, have a bunch of platinum plaques, that everybody love. I want to make movies. Hit, box office hits.
Actor, direct, or what?
Acting. The only reason I started rapping was because I wanted to pursue acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I just so happened to be great at making music.
Yeah.
But I was in Hollywood, the BET experience, and I got an offer for, a movie. So I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but everything really paying off, man. Everything's great right now because it's crazy because it's like 4 months ago I was just in prison, and it's like not in jail, county. I was living in prison to where I wasn't really even supposed to came home.
Yeah.
So everything panned out. But this is everything I worked for, so I'm not shocked or surprised or anything like that. It's everything I worked for.
They locking up so many of the rappers these days. It's crazy. It's just like they locking up so many.
You got a target on your back, man, being a rapper. And then if you're rapping that life.
Yeah.
It is a comedian that made the song probably like, I don't even remember the year, I don't want to lie, between 05 and 07. That Hip Hop Police.
Yeah.
That's actually real.
I was just listening to that shit and I thought the exact same thing. I was like, man, I was listening to it literally 2 days ago and I'm literally like, damn, Chameleon was saying this before everybody.
Yeah, this it might have been 06, 07.
Yeah, he said it before everybody. Hip Hop Police is listening.
Yeah, he had the record with
Slick
with
Rick.
the Don Dada, man. The Don Dada, man, the OG Slick Rick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he had just came home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's actually real. And like if people don't know like what Hip Hop Police is actually law.
A real unit. There's a real unit.
It's a real unit. You know what I mean? And and it's actually law, like police. And what they do is it's their job to like wherever you go, they go.
Yeah.
Like I seen the video. Chief Keef had this was a few years ago. Chief Keef had went to whatever city and state he went to.
Yeah.
But he peeping the motherfucker following him.
Yeah.
And Chief is like, yeah, y'all look at this motherfucker over here like we don't see him. And a nigga like, man, it's my job, man.
Yeah.
It's my job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they really out there watching.
Yeah.
Like, cause they gonna take you down, bro.
Yeah, there was a video of Game sending 2 of his fans to give him donuts. The Hip Hop Police donuts.
Yeah.
And like, nah, we don't watch them. And they're just sitting in the car, both of them sitting in the car, 2 guys. Like when you ever see 2 guys just sitting in a car, just chilling, 2 old white guys, bald-headed white guys just sitting there chilling. They're not just chilling, and then they're watching them the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. So it's real. So you really got to watch what you do because especially like with being a rapper, they automatically think everybody's like a gangster rapper or everybody living what they rapping and not just storytelling, man. Like 90% of these people, 95% of these people really just storytelling.
Yeah.
Not everybody really living what they rapping about. They just sit in art. You know what I mean? So that's where they come from.
Nowadays they make it so easy with these kids. These kids. I don't want to say kids because a lot of them they are some grown men doing this, putting your guns on Instagram, putting your big stacks of cash on Instagram. And, you know, I saw Charlemagne's tweet. He said, I just wish someone would put the eyes emoji from the IRS. Like, he's like, I wish the IRS would have an Instagram account, and every time someone posted a stack of cash, they put the little eyes emoji right there. Yeah. And I just thought that was so funny because people be snitching on themselves. They snitch
people
on
do snitch on themselves. See, me, I never been the type to post nothing like that. And then, like, once again, even though, like, I do what I want to do, how I want to do, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I still have a mother, man, who comment, really? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? When I make a post that she don't like, she be like, really? And I just don't respond to it. Like, come on, man, get out my business. But, you know, like, I don't post no kind of drugs or weapons on my page. Like, even, like, with money, I don't see nothing wrong with you posting it. You got to know, for one, you got to know what come with it.
Yeah.
You have to know what come with posting a bunch of money. But second, a lot of these dudes, like, you got to understand, a lot of these niggas not in the streets, they making real legit money.
Yeah.
So they can post what the fuck they want to. I single-handedly seen, like, black youngster post hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, he ain't did nothing wrong, man. How that money accounted for?
Yeah. I learned being in the music business, like, already being just what I've done in the last month. I had to have more cash on me at certain times for just this than I ever had to have. And I was doing real estate before this. I never had to carry cash on me for real estate, not once. But in this business, so sometimes you be carrying it on you for business purposes. Right. It might not even be something that you gonna spend. Right. It might be something just on business purposes. But they see that and they just like, oh, let's go after this guy. Let's go after. And I just think we need to do our part and not also be so much make ourselves so much a target. The hip hop community. Yeah,
a lot of people make themselves a target, but you know what I'm saying. I try to stay out the way. Like the most, like I say, you see me put on any social media is me being vocal and blunt and speaking my mind. And that's what a lot of people scared of, but it's like, I can't change.
That never hurt nobody.
I changed for the better, but there's just shit like that I just can't do, because it's like, I'm not the sit down and shut the fuck up type. It's like, if it's something that I don't agree with, you know what I'm saying, and if it's fuck shit, I just like speaking my mind and then let them know what's on my mind. Because like, it's like, if you have something on your mind, you have to let it off, because that shit is toxic. You trying to keep shit like that in. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know.
Man, y'all, no jumper. Y'all gotta get Haroldlujah on, man, because I would love to hear that interview too, man. Y'all, you. I like people who come into the interview and they are honest and they are don't hold their tongue. They say what they mean and they stand behind what they say.
You gotta stand behind it.
And I feel and I get that aura from you. You know, you can get that aura from somebody. You know, your feelings can tell you a lot. They can deceive you a lot, but they can tell you a lot too.
True. Fact.
You feel? So I definitely appreciate you coming today, man, and I definitely appreciate you giving me the type of interview that us interviewers want.
Right. I appreciate you for having me, man. It's my pleasure, for real.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you,
All right,
Jay.
my guy. Stay up, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Y'all check out his music. You can check us out at www.all4theculture.com. You can check our Instagram at All For The Culture Show, and you can check me out at Hip Hop Handicap on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Go ahead, shout out your stuff.
Hallelujah, all these hoes praise me, man. Mr. 1501, Mr. Never No End, Mr. Hands On Me. Y'all can find me at Instagram, which is Haroldlujah213, Twitter, Haroldlujah213. Y'all can find me on Facebook, it's Haroldlujah, and my YouTube page is Haroldlujah Music, man, with a Z and a K. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to All For The Culture, you know what I mean? Because this was a great interview. I feel like it's going to be a dope interview, man, and y'all need to go and tune in. You dig?
Appreciate that. And you know what? I'm going to give a little disclaimer. Overnight Grind. Go check that shit out. That shit is a fucking fire-ass
Good grind to change your life, nigga.
Good grind to change your life. Peace out.